Hello, this system. I like to talk to the people, but before I talk to the people, let me play this. What the system creates. Listen.
City of Angels.
50
Archangel
dots.
Michael, huh?
50 dots in the heart of Erzuli, which
50
is
dots
the
in the
wife
heart of Erzuli.
of Ogun.
Yeah. Yes. And so he had to die in the 50 states because he just came back here to rehearse and to get the dancers. You got to get the dancers from America. He had to die in the 50 states. He had to die in the City of Angels, Archangel Michael. You see, I was born in the City of Angels, and so he had to die in the City of Angels. But you see, so
You was telling me too, B, there was a god, angel, a lower angel named Farah in real life.
It was Sarah is a governing angel that opens a gateway. Her name is Farron. So the gateway opened when Farron, Charlie's angel, made their ascension. Farron, the gateway opened, and Michael, his spirit took the opportunity to exit. Because I don't think he would have survived the 50-city tour in Europe. But Europe is his exile. He wasn't supposed to.
Now, when that is finished, I want you to listen to this. Because I just discovered something.
This woman is the mother of mankind, the genetic Eve from whom we all descend. She lived 150,000 years ago in East Africa, and everyone on Earth is related to her. Her daughters and granddaughters will take modern humans out of Africa to populate the rest of the world, the most incredible and important journey mankind will ever make. Genetic tracking for the first time gives us a route map of our journey. With it, we can follow our families of Eve as they travel through an empty world, overcome hardships, separate, and go their different ways to discover new lands. It tells for the first time who we are and where we come from, the most profound questions that have troubled mankind since we first raised our heads and looked at the stars.
Through their farming and their germs, Europeans had established a firm foothold in the southern tip of Africa. Now they look to expand.
Now, European, they enter Africa and now they look to expand. I don't know about your sky, but my sky, it totally turned blue. Not blue sky, no. It's so gray, you cannot even recognize the sky anymore. But at the same time, there are a lot of people having sex. 9 months later, there will be so much baby because there are a lot of old people who are gonna die. They become those extra body bag in the houses of the people. Who is Michael Jackson? Katherine Jackson have 6 children. There was nothing called Michael Jackson. There was the name Jackson. There was the name Angel Michael. There was the name Michael Jordan. There was the name Judge Michael. So take the Michael name, Angel Michael or Judge Michael, and then add it to the Jackson. Now we get the Michael Jackson. Please tell me, who is Michael Jackson? Where does he used to live before he became the child 1958? I mean, come on. Put me back inside my mother. I am the girl that was killed 1958 as well. My mother was born 1958. Michael Jackson was born 1958. They killed them the same day. And then, these motherfuckers, they set my mother up to become 2 And now I'm this little brat talking, but only my mother, which is also me, is just one age. It is her pussy over here talking. Her stomach have the clots. I was inside there. It is her flesh. She's born in 1958. What's going on in the system? Who was my mother before she get the pussy? Excuse me for the language, people, but I need to talk to the system because them everything is backward. My grandmother already lost 10 children. She knows nothing about my mother. Joe Jackson and Catherine Jackson already have 6 children. They know nothing about Michael Jackson. Who is my mother? Who is Michael Jackson? Where they came from? You dress Michael Jackson with a baby body. You dress my mother with a baby body. But Michael Jackson body, you can never copy it. You only copy what he's made of. But what he's made of doesn't belong to him. It belongs to Catherine Jackson and Joe Jackson. But it's a good thing. They are the ones who are taking care of the children. It is not their grandchildren. It is their children because it's the sperm of Joe Jackson. The masturbation of Catherine Jackson is what's become Michael Jackson's dick. When he sleeps, the dick doesn't function. His wind that is in the body is what he's made of. That wind used to live somewhere else, 1958. The same way as my mother body used to live somewhere else, 1958. But my mother is not my mother, it's just me. Tell me, the system. Put me back inside my mother. The clot will still be inside of her. The flesh will still be inside of her. I will not know anything about a system, but it's smart. Divide the body in two and make it look like I'm a little child when I'm the same girl. The clot is wrapped inside her stomach. Who is she? You can't tell me 1957 she doesn't live somewhere. 1957 she lives somewhere. 1957 the Michael Jackson lives somewhere. When Catherine Jackson had her 6 children, she know nothing about Michael Jackson. You kill them. You kill my mother. My mother is now the president in the church of Sierra Leone. A woman who have a beautiful voice. You clean all her tooth in her mouth. She traveled a lot when she was little. And now her flesh, you have them all in England. They all have British passport. Why will her flesh have British passport? Why? My sister and her 4 children, they all have British passports. My other sister and her 2 children have British passports. Why? Why would you get... I mean, you can give them a stay, but why change their Sierra Leonean passports to British passports? Why? I came to Holland. My first son have a Dutch passport, but you don't dare to change my passport because, you know, your passport is not real. The system. Who is Michael Jackson? And now his soul exit in Europe to a girl called Sarah. Sarah Charlie's Angel, Sally Angel was changed to Charlie Angel. Who is Michael Jackson? People just don't get it. Michael Jackson was the 5 years old. He was not the 50. 45 years later, the 50 years of age man that used to live there, they always move him out of the body, give them a new face. You play back his soul, you play back my soul, you play back many people's soul. In this world, there's 2 things what people can see. That's the son that's calling his mother, my mother, is not a son to a mother. It's a system that is taking an ordinary flesh from people and ordinary sperm from other people so they can prison some certain people that have a passion somewhere. My mother used to live somewhere, which is me. I am my mother. You don't understand. Michael Jackson was born 1958, but he's still one body. He never become 5. But my mother, she's a girl. Her body become many. Out of my mother's stomach, there is one boy. He's now 26 years of age, dancing in the Gambia. He was in England for 3 years. He went back to the Gambia. My mother's body, my mother's dick, my mother's face, dancing. My mother have 4 daughters. And these 4 daughters, we have so much children. I have 5. My sister have 4. My other sister have 2. Together, 11 children plus the 3. 11 out of us plus the 5 from her. 16. My mother makes 17. My mother, one body becomes 17 flesh. You put all of us back inside of her. She's only one woman out of the 53 years of age. Who is the rest of the people? Where they came from? Who do you kill? Which people you kill to come to wear the body from that woman? You kill her, you kill Michael Jackson, and you give them a baby body. Only Michael Jackson dick. Suddenly his papa, he paints 5 women, they have 5 children for him. But he's not pregnant. His flesh will never get out of him. Only a woman can get the flesh out. Michael Jackson, 1958, was not the 50 years old. If he was the 49 become 50, he's supposed to become 51. The 49 just become 50. But you say the face is gone. Well, take his baby wing again. Fix it somewhere else. But if you cannot fix his baby wing somewhere else, that means his baby wing is what I'm seeing. But then I'm pissed off. I'm yelling. I get insulted. Because before the child came out of the stomach, there was a mother. The last 2 years, which is not from, that's what I'm saying, from the trial, the 2005 trial, when I have my baby boy, the 2005 trial, they were showing Michael Jackson was very sick. 2008, when you say, oh, Michael Jackson is coming back and stuff, the lights already penetrated in my eye. You just buy time. 2009. People just don't understand. There's a body. The body was 49. But what's supposed to be the 50 in the body did not go in the body. It comes to me. And now the ordinary body is taking a walk. But without the consciousness. There's nobody called Michael Jackson. You steal the name. It's like the streets. They live in a Jackson Street. There's something about my mother, which is not my mother, but it's me. 14 years later, I'm the 53. Why what inside my mother 14 years later is coming inside of me? The system know exactly who is Michael Jackson 1957 before they give him the baby body. Giving somebody a baby body doesn't mean they are a baby because their mother is not a baby. The woman that give her flesh is not a child. The flesh of the woman came from another person. Reverse people so they look like children. It's easier. So please tell me the system. Who is Michael Jackson? He leave a message for me backwards. I have a laptop. My mother don't have a laptop, so my mother can't see it. So the message is for me because I am my mother.